Hi guys, and welcome to another pregnancy update. This is my 30 and 31 weeks pregnancy update, and if you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Ellie. Thank you for coming over to my channel. I am currently pregnant with my third baby boy, and I do videos based on mum life, pregnancy updates and day in the life vlogs, so I'd love you to subscribe to stick around. But on to my update. So this week I have felt quite tired, and where I live in the north of Essex, we had horrendous heavy snow, and I have been stuck indoors for 4 days. So I think that's probably one of the reasons that I have been quite tired, as I've had the boys on my own for them full days, and I've not been at work because I work in a school and it has been closed. So I've not had my normal routine of getting out and about and out and getting fresh air. So I think that has made me feel quite like slow and lethargic. But the snow has, thankfully, looking out the window, mainly all gone now. So back to normal this week. So last week I had my glucose tolerance test, and I had to fast from 9 o'clock the night before, so I wasn't allowed to eat any food and only drink water. And then in the next day I had my first blood test taken at 9 o'clock, and then I had to have a really thick sugary drink, and 2 hours later I had my bloods taken again. Now this is to test for gestational diabetes and if I was going to have it in my pregnancy, but as I haven't heard any news from the results, no news is good news, so that means everything in that test is fine. I did have to have the test with Ellis, and I know it's due to my BMI being a bit high, but it's fine, it's just another blood test. But that means that all blood tests throughout this pregnancy are now done, bar one before I go in for my cesarean. But blood tests aren't nice, but that means they are all out the way. So whilst I was at the hospital having my blood test, in my last pregnancy update I did mention that around my belly button I've noticed a bit of hardness, as if something's popping through, and she did have a look at it and she said it is a hernia. But she said it's fine and normal, and just to take extra care with regards to like bumping into things with it. And when I have baby, it should all go back in and go back to normal. But it has been a little bit better this week actually, but I'm still very wary of knocking it, especially with my son Charlie. He is at that perfect head height and often doesn't look where he's going, and we walk into it and it does hurt. So but it's okay. And I've also noticed that my back pains have eased a little, and that is because I have made sure I am slowing down and resting more. And from being stuck indoors for 4 days, that has probably helped my back, as I have been napping whilst Ellis has napped, and I have literally just taken it easy and only done what my body will allow me to do. I have also noticed that my appetite has increased, as I am generally more hungrier than I am usually, and I'm reaching for snacks more. But I'm trying to make sure that I'm having breakfast. I've been having porridge every morning, and I've been making sure I've been snacking in between with fruit and healthier snacks rather than reaching for the chocolate all the time, which, let's face it, that's what most of us want when we're pregnant. So the baby this week is as big as an aubergine and weighs around 3.3 pounds, and that is as much as a coconut roughly weighs. And he is now 41 centimetres in length from head to heel. My baby has had his taste buds now for a while, but now his brain is mature enough, he will begin to process the flavours that I am eating. And I've also noticed that when I do have a meal, he moves around lots, so he must generally like what I am eating, especially when it comes to chocolate and sweet things. The baby's movements this week have felt a little different. Now that is because of him having less room to move around, and I have noticed lots of kicks up in my ribs and also lots of movement down near my hips. Now I know when my midwife felt him last time, he was head down. I think he still is head down, as I often get a bum sticking out right at the top of my bump, and I feel lots of legs, so he must be poking with his hands and arms in my hips. And now some of the kicks do take my breath away, as they are quite strong, and I'll be sitting there and I'll get this movement sudden, and I'm like, oh, and it's like literally takes your breath away. My baby is beginning to look more and more like a newborn now, as he fills out his wrinkled skin and it slowly starts to smooth out. And he's also beginning to start to shed his lanugo hair. I think I've said that right. I hope I have. I just wanted to also talk about an app that I've really enjoyed using, and that is the Bounty app. And each week I will get an email, and on the app you can go on there and it will tell you each week what's going on in your pregnancy, how you will be feeling, or how, like, what's happening with the baby. And there's also a really good feature on here, I'll just show you, which Charlie really enjoys. And that is, so if you was to go, so this is the app. So it says I'm 31 weeks plus 1. And then on here it's your baby's foot size, and you just press on it and it just shows you how big the foot is. Now I know Charlie with Ellis, he used to love coming on this app and seeing how big the baby's foot is. And again, in this pregnancy, he really likes looking at that. So, and this is quite nice, especially if you have got older children. It's a way of involving them in the pregnancy and showing them how big their baby brother or sister is. So I recommend getting this app if you haven't already. And I've also noticed on here this week that on the free stuff there is a code for a car seat, and that's the car seat we actually do want to get for Ellis. So we'll be looking at that later. So let's have a look how big Bump is this week. Okay, so here is baby Bump at 31 weeks. Again, it is very hard right here. I think that is a bum. But he's literally right at the front there. That's where he likes to be. But that is the other side. Getting very big. So that was my Bump this week. As you can see, it is growing and getting big, and baby is definitely starting to fill out all that space. This week I have my 31 weeks antenatal appointment with my midwife, so I will let you know how that went in my next update. And I also only have 4 weeks left at work before I go on maternity leave. I break up just before the Easter holidays, so I get to have them 2 weeks with my boys, and then I will start my maternity leave. And I can't believe how quick that has come along. As I was saying in my baby show haul, which I will link down below, me and Chris really needed to start getting things together, and we're slowly getting bits and pieces. So it feels kind of real now. I just need him to get down the newborn baby box of clothes that Ellis has obviously grown out of, and I need to start washing that and getting that all ready. But yes, that is my pregnancy update for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below if you are pregnant and how you are feeling. And thank you for watching, and I will see you again. Come here. Thank you so much for watching this one, wanting to join me in saying goodbye. But thank you for watching, and we will see you again soon. Say bye. Bye guys. Bye.
To love and to be loved.